So here we are once again at the chainsaw carving tent. Jesus, late. This is that haven't been following along. This was once a chair. This was a seat, and then you'd put plants in here. This is the backbreaker Eagle fountain. So water comes up here, goes in here, comes down here, and then drops in here. So what I've decided to do with this fountain for my new yard, normally I buy that spray stuff. What's it called? I don't know, something. It's spray rubber. I'll think of it. But this time I decided to go with a standby. So the Flex Seal. Normally I use a Flex Seal, but I need about 6 cans of that Flex Seal. And that's about, would probably be about like 120 bucks, about 120 bucks. So I decided to get this stuff off of Amazon. Marlin's Coating, silicone, top coat. I read the instructions how to use it. I've used this stuff before for roofing. This is also, it's the same stuff that I poured in here that my buddy Stu gave me for my planters for my yard as well. So it's like a liquid silicone. Now it's on Amazon. I think this is like $89 with 10% off. Now I'll leave a link below, but some people ask how I do my fountains. Well, this is how I'm going to start doing my fountain. Yes, it's an expensive thing to do for your fountain, but it's the best way to go, I think. You know, I can't lay rubber in there like EPDM rubber. That Flex Seal will cost too much, so let's get this in there. Loud plane. But before I'm going to do that, you got to make sure your wood is dry, okay? I think the rough, like I'm not sanding inside here, I think the rougher it is, the better chance silicone will have to grip. But it's got to be dry and you got to blow it all out. Now, there's going to be rocks here. There's going to be like plants here. There's going to be rocks around here with I can plant plants in there too. And same with around here. Big rocks up here. And the water can come up, because I hate seeing the hoses, so I'll be able to hide the hose. If that makes any sense. Alright? Alright, so what I'm going to do is fire up this Tiger torch and quickly, like, burn this shit off. And it will dry the outside of the wood when I put the silicone on. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it. Use your silicone. Kind of mix it up a bit. You get a top layer of like clear silicone snot. Now I'll do the bottom last because this stuff's going to run, right? And if I get it here, I can just sound it off later. I still need to clean up around the edges too. Okay, so I'll get this all in here. I don't know what else to say or show. Okay, so you get real good coverage with this stuff. This company doesn't know me. Like, they don't know who I am. This isn't trying to sell this product, Marlin Coatings. So I've used about I'd say a quarter of the bucket. So my buddy Stuart that uses the silicone often says you can put a layer of saran wrap over this top coat, because when you put the lid on, you're going to get like it's going to coagulate and you're going to get a thin layer of hard rubber. But make sure you put your lids on back good. And anyways, let's go show what I did here. So you get really good coverage with it. So where because the succulents don't like the cedar, but they'll like this silicone a lot better. So now you see down in there where it pools up, I'll just stick around for a little bit and scoop it up there and just kind of wipe it up the sides. Anyways, this is a short video today. Yeah, like you see it pooling right here. Just put it back up the sides while it's still wet. You can do 2 coats. I think one's good enough. That's it, everybody. I'll have to make this workbench, and don't be a Geordie and like, come on. And all around, got it on here. Once this stuff's dry, I can peel up or sand it off or something. So this will be a second video for the, or third or something, for the eagle chair. Sorry, one other thing. They say, I got some mineral spirits on here. They say when you drip it on more place where you don't want just to use mineral spirits. One thing for sure, this stuff, you know, yeah, you got to spend the $100, the 90 bucks to buy the big jug of it, but sure goes a lot farther than that spray can, what's that stuff? Frick! Goes a lot farther than that Flex Seal. Like you guys can see the whole area that I did, and I only used a quarter of a can, so I think it's a good bang for the buck, and it's a lot thicker than the Flex Seal too. The stuff in the cans I'm speaking about. I think you could buy that Flex Seal that's in jugs too, but I'm happy with this stuff. We'll see how it dries. Alright, it's now the next day, and this stuff has cured up pretty good. It's still thicker down here where it pooled, but yeah, it's cured really good. I'm going to give it another coat. Yeah, it's really rubbery. Awesome. Okay, so I got the second coat in there, and I'll come back tomorrow and give it a third coat too. I'm just giving the second and third coats where the water's going to be here, here, and then down here. The succulent swamp, that's just is what it is. Then once it's all dry, I'll clean up all this stuff. Not a big deal. Then we'll get the rocks in. I'll probably put the rocks in when I get it to my place. That's it.